display for the holiday season.
It's a chilly one for this Wednesday. It looks like we'll see some rain starting to come in by late in the day as temperatures at best low 40s. More weather details coming up at 6.
Northern Michigan University's President Brock Tessman is announcing a $1 million gift for the college. We'll have the details on where that money is going tonight at 11:10 Central.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, the former chairman of Starbucks is making a huge donation to Northern Michigan University. We'll hear how the $1 million is going to help students. Plus, the Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity is celebrating Apprenticeship Week. We'll hear how apprenticeships are benefiting Michiganders. And we'll have the latest from Capitol Hill as Trump continues to push the Senate to confirm his administration picks. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
As you check things out from Marquette, kind of a changeable night here. We'll have some rain showers mixed with some sleet, wet snow, and then probably more rain later tonight. Very little, if any, accumulation. Marquette, maybe a light accumulation in the inland sections south and west of the city with some very gusty winds, as you can see. And that's going to be the case across much of the UP. A lot of wind, some rain, wet snow, maybe a light accumulation between Lawns and Iron River. More details on that forecast later in the show. Kevin?
Thank you, Tom. 3 people are facing assault charges after an incident at an eastern Baraga County motel over the weekend. Few details are known at this time, but Michigan State Police say troopers were called to the Bear Paw Inn in 3 Lakes on Sunday around 12:30 a.m. for a report of 3 people who had assaulted 2 others. A gun was also reportedly fired several times, but no one was hit. 18-year-old Austin Kahn of Ishpeming, 24-year-old Jeremy Vetter, and 21-year-old Alexis Hernandez, both of Michigami, were all arrested for assault with a dangerous weapon. Vetter faces an additional charge of resisting a police. Hernandez faces an additional charge of assault and battery. All 3 were arraigned in Baraga County District Court on Tuesday and are due back in court on December 3rd. The Gladstone Public Safety Department is looking into a fatal crash that occurred yesterday on M35. Just after 6 p.m., officers were dispatched to the highway near Clark Drive for a 2-vehicle accident with entrapment. A 68-year-old Gladstone resident was pronounced dead at the scene. The investigation is ongoing. Northern Michigan University announced today that it has received a gift of $1 million from NMU alum and former chairman of Starbucks Coffee, Howard Schultz. Our John Truitt spoke to University President Brock Tessman about what this means for the students.
When Howard Schultz visited NMU last month, he shared his humble beginnings, his experiences at Northern, and his life skills with a room full of students during an intimate fireside chat with NMU President Brock Tessman. Today, he shared even more. Through the Schultz Family Foundation, he has gifted NMU with $1 million. President Tessman recalls how that came to be.
He visited campus about a month or so ago, so inspired by that visit, he followed up with a $1 million gift to support student scholarships and our athletics programs.
Tessman believes Schultz's visit made an impact on the students. The visit also brought back fond memories for Mr. Schultz, who graduated from Northern in 1975.
Howard shared some of his leadership advice, such an influential moment, and I think it did make an impact on Howard as well. Lots of good memories from Northern for Howard, but also I think he's excited about the things that we're doing today, now.
Tessman points out how the Starbucks philosophy aligns perfectly with Northern's mission.
Howard and Sherry were committed to building Starbucks as they called a company with a conscience, and I think that stood out to our students who are looking for a lot of meaning in their life.
Tessman says Schultz's gift will be put to good use.
So about half of it is going to go to support student scholarships, particularly first-generation students, and make sure that financial barriers don't stand in between them and college success. And then the other half is really about making sure that our student athletes have the tools they need to succeed.
So I know I can speak on behalf of every student when I say that this is such an awesome thing that's happening, and it makes me excited for all the things that are yet to come here.
In Marquette, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
This week, Michigan's Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity is celebrating National Apprenticeship Week. According to Leo, Michigan is 6th in the nation when it comes to apprenticeships, with over 21,000 registered through 800 programs in the state. Leo says the programs create rewarding career paths for thousands of Michiganders while providing businesses with the skilled talent they need to thrive.
At the end of a registered apprenticeship, you have been employed, earning wages, but you also get an industry recognized credential that is portable, stackable, and really helps set you up for a strong career.
We'll have the full story coming up tonight at 11:10 Central, but you can get more information right now at WZMQ19.com. Last week, President-elect Donald Trump nominated Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz to serve as Attorney General. Gaetz, who spearheaded the removal of former Speaker Kevin McCarthy last year, has also been under investigation by the House Ethics Panel. After recently resigning from Congress, Gaetz was back on Capitol Hill today. That's where we find WZMQ Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon. Brendan, good evening. What was the reason for Gaetz' return?
Hey there, Kevin. Good evening. Yeah, 1 week after his resignation from Congress, former Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz was back on the Hill today for some key meetings with Republican senators. Gaetz was accompanied by Vice President-elect J.D. Vance as Gaetz looks to really ease concerns about becoming the nation's next top law enforcement official. Former Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz is looking to shore up support after being tapped by President-elect Donald Trump last week to serve as Attorney General. The nomination sparked a firestorm of controversy and criticism as Gaetz faces allegations of sexual misconduct, illicit drug use, and other accusations. The House Ethics Committee has investigated the accusations since 2021 and compiled a yet-to-be-seen report. But after resigning from Congress last week, the committee no longer has jurisdiction over Gaetz.
The House Ethics Committee has jurisdiction over members of Congress, not former members, not private citizens, not someone who's left the institution. And I think that's a really important parameter for us to maintain.
The ethics panel, which is comprised of 5 Democrats and 5 Republicans, met behind closed doors Wednesday, weighing whether and how to release a report. Lawmakers are split on how to approach, with some Democrats arguing that senators who decide cabinet nominations should see the report before they vote.
I think it's essential for them to get that kind of information before they make a decision of this magnitude.
Nobody should be disqualified because of a media report.
On Tuesday, when asked if he was reconsidering Gaetz' nomination, the president-elect replied, no. If approved by the Senate, Gaetz would be the nation's top law enforcement official, overseeing the Justice Department and its dozens of agencies and other components. And Kevin, just breaking within the last hour or two, we learned that the Ethics Committee did not reach an agreement on whether to release the report. Republicans voting to withhold the report, Democrats voting to release it. It's worth noting over a year ago there was a Department of Justice probe into then Congressman Matt Gaetz investigating whether he violated sex trafficking and obstruction of justice laws, but no charges were filed. Gaetz' confirmation hearing is expected sometime in January. Reporting live on Capitol Hill for WZMQ 19 News, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Kevin, back to you.
Brendan, thank you. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after the break. Plus, it's Wednesday, and that means we get to find out what's up with Megan. And later, federal officials are pushing Congress to approve more funding for FEMA following the most recent natural disasters. We're back in 2 minutes.
John's Auto has been voted the #1 dealer to buy pre-owned vehicle for longer than I've been alive.
If you're looking for a vehicle,
Or if you're looking for someone to help with your current car,
or if you need to get yours looking like new again, come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
This life that I'm building, I want it with Gabriella.
You're almost through training. Do not let it mess up your goals.
I'm your new boss. Show me your fire in the field. You could be excellent, but I see a lot of things pulling your focus.
So, me and you're wrong. We're the problem. I need to choose between being the best firefighter or you.
Fire Country is all new. CBS Friday, 9/8 Central, and streaming on Paramount+.
Funerals can easily cost $9,000 or more, but government benefits pay only $255. If you're between 40 and 85, get your free Funeral Advantage Guide. Help keep your family financially protected with up to $20,000 cash immediately.
It's so easy. Just answer a few simple health questions.
Funeral Advantage is something we'll all need. There's no risk or obligation.
Call 800-845-5191.
Is your parents' car sounding funny? Do you hear any clunks, rattles, squeaks, or leaks? Tell them to call John's Auto Service Department for fast, friendly, and affordable service. Come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
Mr. Mattress here with a special deal from Serta. Premium Serta Perfect Sleeper mattresses in twin, full, and queen sizes, all 50 to 60% off. Queen mats regularly sell price at $8.99, now just $4.19. Full mats regularly sell price at $8.79, now just $3.99. And twin mats regularly $7.99, now just $2.99. These are premium Serta mattresses. When they're gone, they're gone. Shop our clearance center every day for special deals. Shop Shunks of Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
Well, we're getting a hit, a little rain and snow for tonight, and that's the big headline. A little sleet could mix in as well. In the grand scheme of things, shouldn't be too much accumulation here. Tomorrow, hold on to your hats, especially early, some gusty winds for Thursday, along with more rain and some wet snow. Weekend, we're going to keep it drier, and maybe just a few showers around, but we still have to deal with some rain and some wet snow, as you can see, for tonight. And that trend will continue into Thursday and Thursday night, where the rain and snow mix for tonight. And some of you, again, farther toward the west, could get some accumulations. Look at these wind gusts here, breaking 30 to 35, maybe even a little bit more along the lakeshore here by the morning commutes tomorrow. So that may be more of a hindrance to travel than the rain or snow. The winds gradually die off, as you can see, as we head on into Friday, but still pretty brisk and still pretty steady, and it will be a cold wind as well. So rainfall amounts here as we head on into Thursday morning. Some pretty good rain expected here, maybe up to an inch. This is rain, not snow, from Marquette and off toward the east, a good solid 3/4 to an inch. Smaller numbers here as we head on toward Houghton and Ironwood and Eagle Harbor as well. And we'll tack on a little bit more for Thursday night. Several inches are possible. As for the snow, by Thursday morning, as you can see, we're not looking at much here from Marquette, but from Lance toward Iron River, as is usual, that area may get perhaps a couple of inches and maybe slush accumulations. Just watch the roadways out there. But most of the lakeshore areas, including Marquette itself, not much expected, and a little bit more for the rest of Thursday. So your forecast for tonight, winds picking up, rain likely mixed with some wet snow. You saw the amounts. Temperatures will be dropping into the upper 30s, mid-30s for Iron Mountain, Iron River, and along the Wisconsin border. So that will also make it difficult for the snow to really accumulate a lot. We'll be in the lower to mid-40s for tomorrow. Rain and wet snow again, maybe in the interior sections here out toward the west, may get an inch or two of slushy accumulation, but for the most part, the roadways should be on the wet side. We'll have more showers around for Friday, still chilly. We'll keep Saturday and Sunday dry for now, but we can't rule out a few drops of rain. And then for Thanksgiving week, another round of some rain and wet snow. We'll see how things go with that. Right now, it's not looking real impressive for a lot of accumulation, but we will be watching that through the weekend and into the early part of next week.
Thanks again, Tom. Coming up next, we'll take a look at how much money Americans are expected to pay for their Thanksgiving meals. We'll be right back after this.
Optimize your home during Kirkish Furniture's Black November sale. This GE French door refrigerator Black Friday price $1,499. Maytag top load washer and matching dryer just $549 each. 12-month no interest financing and free local delivery all month long at Kirkish Furniture.
It's your last chance. Menards 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day. We offer more than 100 different style and finish options of quick-set door locks. The Pismo Hall and Closet comes in a matte black or satin nickel finish. Just $19.99 after rebate. Check out our great selection of smart home products from Fight Electric, offering color-changing LED lighting, video doorbells, outdoor wireless cameras, and more. Get an outdoor Wi-Fi security camera, only $35.59 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Does cooking feel like a kitchen battle? You need Granite Stone Armor Max, the revolutionary cookware set with 4 durable layers of ultra non-stick. So slick, virtually nothing sticks. No oil or butter needed. You can get the Granite Stone Armor Max set for just 4 easy payments of $39.99. We'll include this razor-sharp knife set and deep steam and fry pan set, yours absolutely free. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free. Order now.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar.
Looking back.
Don't look back.
I wasn't really looking back, just remembering back.
Remember back.
What do you say we start from here?
With a rifleman.
Weekdays at 3 p.m. on WZMQ Me TV. You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. Within these past couple of months, communities across the U.S. are still picking up the pieces from devastating natural disasters. But money to deliver those funds are either stretched thin or exhausted. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp shares federal officials are pleading with Congress to replenish those funds.
On top of hurricanes Milton and Helene devastating the southern states,
we've seen a typhoon hit Guam last year, which is still in recovery. We've seen historic flooding in Vermont and deadly tornadoes in several of our states.
The need for disaster relief is in high demand, but the money isn't there. This week, federal officials, including from the Small Business Administration and FEMA, testified before Congress, saying money is stretched thin due to increased disaster demands.
FEMA did receive $20.2 billion in the continuing resolution, yet the DRF has been depleted to less than $5 billion as of today, due to the rising operational needs. This shortfall underscores an urgent reality. The DRF needs sufficient funding to handle the scale and intensity of today's disasters.
And loans from the SBA have been exhausted.
SBA has also continued to process these loan applications, provide the customer service support, and communicate directly with survivors while we wait for Congress to appropriate the funding to originate new loans and disperse those funds to the more than 12,500 disaster victims who are already in the queue.
Some members say there's no time to wait to pass an additional supplemental bill.
Delays, this further impacts them. So the longer this sustains, the further these constituents will not be able to access the program. And I would say that, for the businesses, it's not just the businesses, it's the homeowners, the renters. 70% of our funding goes to homeowners and renters to get back in their neighborhoods.
At the Capitol, Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
The FEMA administrator was also grilled by members on their response to the recent hurricanes after a FEMA employee told workers to skip houses with campaign signs supporting President-elect Donald Trump. FEMA says that was an isolated incident and that employee was fired. As Thanksgiving approaches, many are preparing to hit the road to celebrate the holiday with family and friends. According to AAA, nearly 9 out of 10 travelers will take to the highways, with over 70 million people expected to travel by car this holiday season, an increase of nearly 2% from last year.
Driving wise, Tuesday and Wednesday before Thanksgiving, that afternoon time period where holiday travelers and the evening commuters are fighting for the same space in those lanes, that's when we can really see some of those backups. If you can travel much earlier in the day, or if you don't mind traveling later at night when it's dark in those nighttime hours, that might be a better bet so you can avoid some of that traffic.
And with Thanksgiving right around the corner, it's time to start thinking about your holiday meal. A new report shows shoppers should see some improved prices at the grocery store. Donnie Bacchus takes us inside the numbers.
Brenda Holloway is starting to shop for her Thanksgiving Day spread. At the top of her grocery list, prices.
It's kind of stressful because you got to figure out, okay, should I choose this item with this pricing, or should I not, because you know you have other bills?
There is some good news. The American Farm Bureau Federation says a classic Thanksgiving meal for 10 with a 16-pound turkey, sides, and dessert costs just over $58 this year. That's down 5% from 2023.
We've seen a decline in the cost of this Thanksgiving meal for 2 consecutive years.
Economist Barrett Nelson says the turkey is the biggest reason why. Prices are down about $1.70 a pound from a year ago. Other items like sweet potatoes, milk, and pumpkin pie mix have also dropped. But even though the meal is cheaper than last year, Nelson points out prices are still 19% higher compared to 2019.
We have felt the impacts of inflation for several years, and while they've slowed down, we're still feeling it in our pocketbooks at the grocery store.
Experts recommend shopping around and comparing prices at different stores to make sure you're getting the best deal possible. And many major retailers are offering discounted holiday meals. Shopper Mary Shemansky hopes easing prices are a sign of things to come.
I guess I'm an optimist. I feel that we're going in the right direction.
And economists believe food costs should continue to move in the right direction through the holiday season.
Still to come on your 19 News, Megan O'Connor joins us after the break for What's Up with Megan. And later, some young students are doing their part to get Escanaba ready for the Christmas season. We'll check out their creativity as they decorate the city tree.
Buckles Party Store, it's where the party starts in Calumet, with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brew beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckles Party Store in Calumet, it's where the party starts for everyone.
All of a sudden, I see the entire side of my bag in flames. It does light a fire under my... It's an absolute mess. He wrote my name down.
I might burn him tomorrow. In fact, I probably will. Welcome to Survivor.
It is such a delicious option.
Wow! Made a little history.
Survivor is all new CBS tonight, 8/7 Central, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
To all my dear friends, I can't express the amount of gratitude I feel today as I pack up to leave my home this one final time.
The love and support I've received from each and every staff member is nothing short of a miracle.
I was welcomed with loving arms from the moment I stepped in here, and that love will be felt for a lifetime.
I will be in touch as far as Tim's progress in healing.
But the healing began right here with me as I moved forward with all the steps it took to get us this far.
It is well with my soul,
and I count it all joy. Thank you. Love, Maureen and Tim.
This has been a public service message from WZMQ. The UP is a great place, but sometimes the weather changes quickly. You'll always be ready with the WZMQ 19 mobile app. Available free right now from the App Store. Your local weather power tool from WZMQ 19.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's see what's up with Megan. Hey, Megan.
Hey! Tonight on What's Up with Megan, I'm sharing an event that is very close to my heart. This Friday at 7 p.m. at St. Peter Cathedral, join me for Into Paradise, a free concert that promises an evening of inspiring sacred music. The performance will be featuring the majestic sounds of the pipe organ, the angelic voices of the Youth Schola and St. Peter Cathedral choirs, and the beautiful melodies of the violin and flute. I am also honored to be a featured soloist in this concert, where I'll be performing 2 timeless classics, Ave Maria and Panis Angelicus. The concert's theme, In Paradisium, takes its inspiration from one of the most iconic prayers in Catholic tradition. The Latin phrase translates to, "May the angels lead you into paradise," a powerful sentiment traditionally offered during Catholic funeral services to pray for the souls of the departed. This prayer will be set to the tone of evening reflection, focusing on liturgical themes such as All Saints' Day, All Souls' Day, and more. Mark your calendars for this special night of sacred music and prayer. Don't miss a chance to experience melodies that will quiet your heart and soul, all within the divine setting of St. Peter Cathedral.
All right, and you're a featured solo artist, Megan?
Well, not a solo artist,
Oh, sorry.
just a singer.
Yeah, I guess you didn't write those.
I did not write Ave Maria. Surprise!
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing it.
You're gonna come?
We'll see. Record it for me, just in case. What else do we have going on?
Lots going on. So Downtown Day Out is tomorrow, previously known as Lady Nights Out. This event runs throughout the day, giving away promotions and different giveaways. Over 50 businesses are participating, and we have tons more on that event at WZMQ19.com. After school on Friday, head over to the West Iron District Library from 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Children are invited to the library for a fun after-school craft session where they will be creating pumpkin treat boxes. This Saturday, beginning at 1 p.m., is the Learning to Walk Together traditional powwow, celebrating Indigenous culture at Northern Center's Grand Ballroom. The event, presented by Northern Michigan University Native American Student Organization, includes dancing, drumming, singing, food, and more. And finally, some craft shows. This at Dollar Bay Holiday Craft Fair and the Holy Spirit Catholic School, all on the screen right there.
All right, thanks very much, Megan, as always.
Thank you.
All right, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in downtown Escanaba. Our Lily Simmons shows us how some of the city's youngest artists are putting some extra cheer into this year's city tree.
144 third graders from Escanaba Upper Elementary School flooded the downtown center court for a special holiday field trip.
The Escanaba DDA approached me about my third graders creating ornaments for the Christmas tree. Of course I agreed. Kabasa Creations created the wooden ornaments, and then my students painted them in art class.
They enjoyed cookies and cocoa as they watched students from North Country Electrical Line School hang their work on the tree.
It's more of like real life stuff rather than more classroom stuff. It really gives us an idea and a perspective of what it's like and what to expect. It's good, makes them happy and brings a Christmas spirit. So, I mean, every little kid loves Christmas.
The branches were quickly filled with bright, colorful ornaments.
We all got to do one, and I got to be creative about it, and I got to decorate it with different paints.
Each one as unique as a snowflake.
I put a pink scarf on it. The eyeballs are blue. My smile is flat. It was really fun.
And a few students dedicated theirs to someone special.
The ornament I decorated, I made it after my mom because I like my mom. She's a really kind mom.
On Tuesday, the community will gather to light the tree and ring in the holiday season. Teachers say the students are thrilled to have their artwork be part of the festivities.
It's really cool for them to be part of the community, and especially to be part of something so exciting as Christmas. They've been talking about it for weeks. They're really proud to be part of the community and for the community to see their hard work.
It's a really beautiful tree, and you should thank all the people that are working to put all this stuff up.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Escanaba.
Tuesday's tree lighting ceremony will begin at 6 with a performance by the Escanaba City Band and an appearance by Santa Claus. All right, and stay tuned. Tom DeVecchio is going to have your final look at weather after this.
These hands care for the herd. My hands need to be tough and sensitive. When my hands are dry and cracking, it's hard to do my job. That's why I use O'Keeffe's.
It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief.
And if it works for these hands, it'll work for yours.
Also try our new hand and body lotion.
With Reynolds, holiday meals become so easy to prep, cook, and clean. You can feel like the chef of your kitchen. Make it easy. Make it with Reynolds.
Getting ready, we all have our routine. Finding an outfit. Fixing your hair. And all the other little touches. Gum, check. Keys, check. Phone, check. But of all the things you remember to bring with you, naloxone could be the most important. It can reverse an opioid overdose. You can get it without a prescription in most states, and it's really easy to use. If you or someone you know is at risk for opioid overdose, naloxone could save their life. Keep it on you and at home. For more information about naloxone, visit cdc.gov/stop-overdose.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics. What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
Draw tap.
Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
All in the Family, Sundays from 8 to 10 on WZMQ Me TV.
We're looking at windy conditions for tonight, some rain and wet snow, maybe up to an inch or so in the interior sections of the UP. Otherwise, a lot of rain and wind from Marquette tomorrow with some wet snow inland and perhaps an inch or two in those higher elevations, again, mainly south of Lance. As we head on toward the weekend, we're going to keep it dry, though we can't rule out a few showers and temperatures on the chilly side with some rain and snow coming back for early next week. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Tom, and that's all the time we have for now. We'll see you at 11:10 Central.